So in the latest Attack on Titan chapter 95, Isayama gave us some more detail about some of the former Titans and an in-depth explanation of some of their abilities and what their strengths are. And we also in that chapter got some more information about the Warhammer Titan, the ninth and final Titan that we haven't seen in the series yet. So in this video I'm going to be explaining all 9 Titan powers, their users and their abilities. Before I start this discussion, I'll just reiterate that the original Titan, Ymir Fritz, when she died, her soul was split into the 9 Titans that we know and see before us in the story today. I'm going to start off with the Warhammer Titan, as it is the one with the most interest to the fans and the one that we haven't seen, as this Titan's abilities, the user is unknown and his or her abilities are unknown. What we know about it is the current member who is in possession of the power is from the Tiber family, and the Tiber family is from the house of Eldians nobles living in Mali, and Mali really likes and respects this family because they were the first family to rebel against King Fritz, and they fought to restore Mali in the Great Titan War. And this is all new information we've just found out in chapter 95. And so after the Great Titan War ended, the Warhammer Titan was still in the possession of the Tiber family, but it wasn't used when Reiner, Annie, Bertolt and Marcel went to Paradise Island to attack the Wardians to get the founding Titan and the Attack Titan back. And what we also found out in the latest chapter of Attack on Titan, chapter 95, is that after the Mali Mid-East War, we see that Zeke had a lot of concerns towards the fate of the Eldian race, given that the world's rising technological advances for the other nations are becoming to start overpower the current Titan powers. And so to stop this threat, Zeke convinced the Tiber family to support the next attack on Paradise Island with using the power of the Warhammer Titan, because obviously they want Mali to remain the powerhouse of the world still. And so having another Titan power is going to strengthen the Mali forces with the Eldians attacking Paradise Island a lot. So that's all we currently know about the Warhammer Titan. We don't know who currently holds the Warhammer Titan. Some people have speculated that it is the person with long, dark, black hair in chapter 94 who was following Reiner and the kids who had an amputated leg in that chapter. I made a full-on theory video on this channel discussing why I think it is Eren. It could possibly be the ninth Titan power user, the Warhammer Titan, or it might even be Armin. Those are the 3 main people that the fandom think is that person. I personally think it's Eren, but we'll see later in the series who that man is. Next we have the Founding Titan, who is able to manipulate the minds and memories of all Eldians, both humans and Titans. We know that Eren currently possesses the Founding Titan power, and a good example to remember how that power is used is at the end of season 2 in the anime, we see Eren yelling out and he's controlling all the Titans surrounding him to attack Reiner and Bertolt. So that's a good example to see how that power is used. But also keep in mind, we found out in chapter 89 that this power can only be used if the user with that power possesses or is in contact with the blood of the royal Fritz or Reese family. And as we saw at the end of the Battle of the Titans arc, we saw that Historia was close to Eren when he made his outburst and screamed, and we had all the Titans attack Reiner and Bertolt. And because we know Historia is of royal descent, that's how it was able to be used. I will say that there is a lot of descendants in the Founding Titan power, as it originally started with Ymir Fritz splitting that power, and the first king of the Fritz family inherited the Founding Titan power when Ymir Fritz split it up. And King Fritz, who later changed the family name to Race, King Race was the one that decided to move the Eldians and the race family to the island of Paradise, and that was the new capital of their nation. And so that's how the walls around Paradise Island were created. King Race used the founding Titan's power to control the Titans, and especially the Colossal Titan, to create the walls, and then modified the memories of the Eldians within the realm, erasing all the history of the world before the Great Titan War. Then you have many descendants of the Race family after the first king died, and then Grisha Yeager had the power, and then as we know today, Eren Yeager has the power now. Now, the next Titan power is the Attack Titan power, and I like how Eren Kruger explains this power in chapter 88 of the manga. He says that the Attack Titan fights for freedom, and we really see this a lot with a lot of the former and current users of the Attack Titan power. We know that Eren Kruger was really trying behind the scenes to fight back for Eldia and to one day see them overpower the Mali nation. And even when Grisha Yeager ate Kruger, a lot of his beliefs came into Grisha, as we've seen throughout the series how determined Grisha has been in re-establishing the power of Eldia. And this is even seen in Eren, his fight, his tenacity, his determination to fight back against Reiner and the others to get power back from his team and survive to keep fighting for his humanity. And the next Titan power is the Colossal Titan, and we all know that Bertolt was the former user and the current user is Armin. The next Titan is the Armored Titan, and as we all know, it is possessed by Reiner. The next Titan power is the female Titan power. As we know throughout the series, it has been possessed by Annie. But one thing recently that Isayama discussed on in the latest chapter 95 of the manga is that the female Titan power is capable to call upon nearby mindless Titans by screaming to possibly help her. And we've even seen this in the early part of the story when Annie is fighting Eren in their Titan forms. All the Titans are called around when she screams. Now, the next Titan power is the Beast Titan, and as we all know, it is currently possessed by Zeke. And something to keep note of, in the latest chapter of Attack on Titan 95, Isayama explained that it has incredible pitching abilities, and we've seen this a lot at the start of the Battle of the Titans arc, the second season of the anime, right at the start of that arc. Now remember, Zeke gets a horse and throws it at the Survey Corps. The next Titan power is the Jaw Titan, and as we know, this is the small, fast and agile Titan who is equipped with strong teeth and claws capable of breaking anything in its path. And we know from what we've seen in the series that Marcel Gaillard originally inherited the Jaw Titan power before their mission to go to Paradise Island with Reiner, Annie and Bertolt to take back the founding Titan power. But then along the way, as we know in the story, Ymir eats Marcel when he's in his normal human form, so Ymir inherited the power then. But as we know in the series, Ymir is sent back to Mali, and Ymir is eaten by Porco Gaillard, who is now the current user of the Jaw Titan. And the final ninth Titan is the Cart Titan, and we know that is currently possessed by Paiku. And we've only seen Paiku in her Cart Titan form a couple of times in the series. We've seen her during the return to Shiganshina arc when she rescues Zeke and escapes. And we've also seen her during the Mali arc of the Mali Mid-East War, where she's fighting alongside Porco, Gabi, Zeke in the battle at Fort Slava against the Mid-East allies. And a couple of the traits that the Cart Titan has, it has great endurance, as seen when it rescues Zeke and runs off from Shiganshina, but it also has good armor as well, as seen in the Mali Mid-East War at Fort Slava. There's one scene where it's taking significant lots of bullets from an attack and taking it with a lot of force. So that's all the 9 Titans' powers. I thought it'd just be easier to make it into a video, as especially seeing the last few chapters, the last 5 or 6 chapters, as a lot of the Titans, like the Cart Titan and the Jaw Titan, are coming back into play more, especially as we haven't seen the Warhammer Titan yet and the user who possesses it. There's been a lot of confusion as, have we seen all the Titans? You know, what are the 9 actual Titan powers? So I thought this would be just a lot easier to have a video on this explaining it, so just everything can be cleared up. So with that being said, thanks for watching this explanation video. Let me know in the comments section if I've missed anything from any of the descriptions, the abilities and the users of these 9 Titans, and also let me know what is your favourite Titan power. I personally love the Founding Titan power, being able to manipulate the minds and control the Eldians to tell them what they're able to do. But I also love the Beast Titan power, just the look of it, and how Zeke uses it to his advantage all the time. It's just been awesome in the series. But with that being said, like this video, share this to the masses, and subscribe for more Attack on Titan discussion and theory videos. Thanks guys, have an awesome day.